Okay, so this video will not be a tutorial because I will struggle a lot. They change everything of place, etc. It's really difficult, in fact, when you come from 279 to 2.8, and I will try to make something correct. But it can be interesting to see how people like me can struggle on the new Blender and without add-ons. I will select all of this. I will press C. And as you can see, in fact, that can be nice to have, you have the border here with all of this, and if we press and release, the options remove, is disabled. So why not make the same for example, I press B, I keep B, I drop, I drag and drop, I do this, and in fact it's working for B, d'accord, but not for C. As you can see, C, it's not working. So because I was tested on C previously, I press Alt-H, and like this we see that could be nice to directly keep pressing C, select the object like this, and when release it, exit C. That can be really nice to do this, to have the same behavior in the 3D view and here. So let's continue. I will press M, I will press new collection, I will name it reference, like this, press enter, and OK. I will move all of this here. So as you can see, this is the F6 panel. Honestly, I would prefer to have the text in the inside and not here, because you lose a lot of space. Maybe add this, make this bigger and add the text inside to gain a lot of space. But okay, we will deal with this. I don't know if we can give the orientation of the cursor to 0, to the cursor. We can move the cursor to the center, but on the orientation global, as you can see, there is a cursor here, and we cannot. Okay, so interesting. It seems we cannot turn the cursor. As you can see, I'm using the look bench. Yes, the look dev, excuse me, and it's really nice to have to model in this kind with shaders, with EBL, etc. I really like it. If I go in Eevee, I have this, and I have this in Workbench, but honestly I prefer this. It's really nice, I really like it. Maybe with the bottom black, just to show. This one I'm not I'm not fan, because you have to make 2 actions instead of 1, and before we had 1, 2, 3 directly here, and it was better in my opinion. So let's continue. I have the world here, so I don't have a world in I will go in my 3D view, I will go in Eevee. As you can see, I don't have any world, so I will make a use node. Here I will press N, and I will duplicate this one, Shift D. Something I don't know if it's possible to launch directly the search and not to make, for example, Shift A and search. So if we can just directly launch this, that could be really nice. So I will make a mix shader. I will move it here. I will move this here. I will press Shift A input and light path, and is camera ray. So, okay. On this one, I will add a texture, environment texture. Maybe it could be nice also to select, and when we press, for example, this, that will be automatically connected. That could be really nice. So, I will do this. I will go and search some, this one. So, as you can see, here I have my background, I have another background. This one is for the EBL, as you can see. I have my EBL, and this one is for the background. So if I change the value, I will have this kind of result. and I really like that. I can maybe move it a little to not be totally black. So this is really nice. Hopla, it was not what I wanted. Okay, so as you can see, I like some part, but that can be really fast. We can, Blender devs can, I think, automate a lot of things. For example, if I add a cylinder, I will add a cylinder like this. I will press F6 and I cannot press F6. So I will change the value to 12 like this. And I want to add, for example, a bevel. So I will add a bevel. I don't remember the code. We can call this directly in the 3D view. Let's try with this modifier. Yes, add modifier, as you can see. But we cannot see the shortcut. Maybe it could be nice to see the shortcut here. So, as you can see, we have the add modifier here. But we don't have the shortcut. We should have the shortcut here, and we should have the shortcut here. And maybe, well, we can keep this like this. And maybe when we make a search, all of this is hidden, and we have this instead. That could be much better. And one thing who is really nice on Fusion is when you press the search, you will have most used search directly selectable, and you can of course add what you want, and this is really nice, and that could be nice too here. So let's continue. I will make an angle, and as you can see, I will add a subsurf. Up, subsurf. Too bad I don't have the shortcut for this. I could work directly in the 3D view. So I will add this. I will have to play with this one. Okay. So now I want to make it smooth. So right now I have to go here, for example, and press smooth shading. So this is nice, but most of the time I want, for example, for the bevel, I want something smaller, like this. I want to show the wireframe. So the wireframe, in my opinion, this is absolutely not what modeler want. This is nice to when you have one object, for example, like Shift A, like this, and you want to see the result of this one. No, it wasn't this. Alt-H. I don't have the option to add directly a subdivision surface. So as you can see, this is the result we have by default when we activate the wireframe. This is absolutely not usable for modeling. This is nice to see it like this, but honestly, as a modeler, I will never use it. But some people tell me, no, it's nice for to see the mesh, etc., etc. Okay, but no, honestly, I prefer this. And with the optimal display, I will have the better result. But it's not working right now. So as default, they should put it to 1, and even maybe make it an option to have something different. Or maybe, like one guy said, when we decrease this one, that will decrease these subdivisions from 2, 1, 0. And for me, that could be in this case really useful, and not this. This is absolutely not useful in modeling, but it's only my opinion. So what I wanted to say about and it's not. It could be better on this one, for example, just to show you the. I will hide the overlay. On this one, I had to activate the auto smooth. And for example, if I don't have bevel, so you have to go in 2 separated places to activate smooth shading. I will go in flat shading. Okay, so you work or from basis you have this, but in fact I think the devs said when we will create an object that will automatically be in smooth and with an auto smooth, and in this case I'm okay with this. So if this is what we will have, I'm okay with this. So that could be really nice, because right now, as you can see, I have to activate this smooth shading and then activate the auto smooth. Two separated places again, and if I work in full screen, I cannot do it. Of course, you can add this to your quick favorite, but at one time your quick favorite will be a lot of operators and not what you want. So that depends of how customizable it will be. Yep. So let's continue. I have this. I will just select. I will activate the auto smooth. So as you can see, I have to go here to activate something. I would prefer to make it directly in my view, but cannot do whatever everything. Okay, so let's continue. Sorry, I was on the phone. I have this. Now I want to have this. Maybe I can make something to help me. And why not when we create a new scene? We duplicate, keep the render engine. I don't know. Maybe to make it easier, because sometimes Eevee will be will take a lot of memory, etc. Memory. Sorry for my English, but I will keep this because I want to keep this up. I will move this here, move this here, and like this I will be able to see my reference. So one thing we cannot do right now is to hide something in one view and see it in another view. In Blender 2.79 we can do this, and as I asked to Pablo on his last video if it will be possible to do this, because sorry for this, because this is really useful. I will just show you on the 279. So on 279, as you can see, I have two views, one with my reference and SRF, and the other here, and I can go to some other part like this. Like this, as you can see, and work on this object, make something what I want, as I want, make a rotation, RX, no, RYY, oopla. And as you can see, I have the result directly here. So this is really useful to work like that. And I can make it, as you can see, correct, to have the proper result here, to have it straight here, and I can place it as with an instance directly in this view, and like this I can do whatever I want. And this is something I discovered recently, honestly. I think I knew it was possible, but never tested it, and I make it. I tried it for my SRF to have the possibility to see the different cameras in different views, and now I think I will use it a lot, because this is really useful, and I really hope we will be able to do this with a collection in 2.8. And like I said, I have this in this view, and I don't want it in this view. So how to deal with it? Okay, so let's continue. I will try to redo this one. So I will select this one, make a scale like this. I will add directly a bevel. I already have a bevel in this one, and I think, yep. Let's move it. And I think it was not this one. So, ish. One other thing we can do, for example, as you can see, now we have a lot of options here. Why not, if we have a lot of options, make some icons if the size of the area is really narrow, like this, instead of having text, having icons, and if we have all the place we need, having icons with text, that can be really nice. And like this we can avoid this one. Or maybe why not put this here? I don't know, why not? Since it's transparent, we can see like this, that don't take in fact a lot of place. We still can see our object behind this, and we can add some other part. Don't know, maybe, why not? Or maybe have the possibility to drag and drop where we want. I want, for example, this here, I move it here, etc, etc. So maybe, why not? So, on my object, add a bevel. I will add it with, yopla, come back, yep, in edit mode. I was in edit mode, in fact, yes. I will select this, and I have to show my overlays. Okay, so I will select this, and make a bevel to 1, like this, and this one I will be with bevel, and like this I will be able to do this. Okay, so I will activate the auto smooth, I will activate this smooth shading, and I will play with the auto smooth. So as you can see, I have to go here, to go here, to go here. It's a lot of movement, of distance to do whatever I want, but right now we have to deal with it. One other thing I saw is more the views is small. It seems that the FOV is bigger. Bigger in, I mean, imagine here I have the FOV I added in my view, so 50, and if I move this one, it's like if the FOV was 35, something like this. I don't know, it's weird. Yep, maybe just me, but it's weird. So I will go here, I will select this, this, up, and I saw if you press 1, 2, 3, you can press Shift 1, Shift 2, or maybe Control 3. No, Control doesn't work. So 3, 1, and Shift, we can do something like this. But no, maybe Alt, in fact. No, it's not working. Alt or Control. Okay, so maybe they can add the Alt, etc., etc. Okay, continue. Let's continue. I will press an inset, I will press an extrude, I will press an inset with I, excuse me, up, like this. I love the inset. I will restart, maybe the Shift R, yes, it's not what I wanted, so I will press E, and I will press, not E, but I, and I will press E. With E. Sorry, my English is really bad. Here, I will press 2, select this one, I will press, I will remove first the bevel min, like this, and I will press Ctrl B, and I will do something like this. And now, if I check, I have this result. I will just select and select, Ctrl L, materials, like this. And on this one, I will select this and this, not you, come here, this and this, and change this. In fact, the min bevel weight is not in the edge menu. I don't know why it's not, because there is crease, sharp, etc. And in my opinion, this should be in this edge datas, because of it's edge datas, and like the crease, we can we click and we drag and drop. We move the mouse. The edge, this one could be the same, in fact. And in fact, we have the min crease here, but not the sharp. So this is weird. Let's see the result. Okay, I will select, in fact, all of this, and I will change the value to 0.3. Okay, so I have something nice. Because this is bad, I will add some subdivisions, Control R. It could be nice to add the possibility with a pen. For example, press Shift and drag the mouse to increase and decrease the number of segments. Because right now, when we use a pen, we cannot do this. So I don't want too many, and that's it. I need a square. I never want something to like this. This one is great. Without, this is not great. So as you can see, this one is great. I will just select this one. I will press 3 here, and I want to make a poke. So it's it should be here, poke face, and like this, I have this. I saw some video of people who don't use bevel modifiers. They do everything by hand with Control B, and in my opinion, it's not the best because you cannot edit it after. Blender doesn't have options like Mesh Machine to edit the bevel, so in my opinion, the best is to do this. And as you can see, I cannot edit this one. Maybe I could have added another modifier, but I have to go in. I have to do this. I will show you. I will press Shift A, Mesh, Cylinder, G, up, 3. One thing I would like to remove is this. As you can see, I have a little ramp on the color, and it's really ugly. I hope they will remove it to have something really flat. Okay, so I will just select this one, press E, press E, no, press sorry, I'm too bad in English. Press I, press E. Okay, so, sorry. What I can do is to select select this, add, for example, a vertex group, assign, select this, and this, add a vertex group, and assign, add, a bevel, add another bevel. Maybe it could be nice to add a copy. We click, and that add another bevel with the same settings. That could be really nice. I will select vertex group, group 1. Like this, I will be able to only edit the group 1. So, this one. And on the other, I will select the other group. And I will add subdivisions. And I will do this. So, as you can see, the issue with the vertex group is that if I add a vertex group, since I don't have subdivisions, I should add subdivisions, Control R, plus, like this, and remove this from this one, remove maybe, now, yes, now it's working as you can see. So, with this workflow, with 2 bevel, I can do this, and I can do this, as you can see. So I don't know why people don't use modifiers, because it's really powerful. So in this case, it's really difficult to make it, because vertex group are not the best. We need edge groups to have something better. Or like I do on SpeedFlow. I will just show you the difference. Yep. I will add a cylinder. I will select this one, press Inset, press E, and on SpeedFlow I can do this. As you can see, like this, and after select the other and do this. So as you can see, I have 2 different bevels, or I will remove everything. Just I will remove everything to show you. I will select this, I will press Ctrl B, like this, I will press Shift W, and as you can see, I will have 2 different bevels directly in ChooseGond, and I can edit each bevel separately, as you can see, and this is really powerful. And like this, I can do whatever I want. I can directly press Inset, like this, select this one, press Shift Poke, and my object is finished. Maybe I can add some subdivisions here, and just make a poke here, shift, and that's it. My object is almost finished. I will just add some subdivisions here, like this, and that's it. I add a subdivision surface, and I have my result. This is nice, and of course I can, come back. I am in only render. I can continue to edit, or I can hide everything, as you can see. So this is pretty nice to work with modifiers and to work with add-ons. Okay, so let's continue. Yes, so this was I wonder why people don't use the strength of Blender, and modifiers are the strength of Blender for me. This is something we should improve, and people should learn, and modifiers, add-ons, etc., to make everything as fast as possible. So let's continue. I will add Shift A, another cylinder. I will go here, press 6. And in fact, the F6 doesn't work anymore, but it could be nice to have it press F6, clack, and that will open this. Right now, if you press F6, that doesn't open this one. But it could be nice to have it correctly. So on this one, I will use one of the new. Yes, I could have made something like this. For example, I will press Shift A, I will press circle, up, 6, like this, and I will remove this one, I will select my circle, where is my circle? Here, I will press G, I will select everything, I will press, normally it's, adjust maybe, subdivide, and I will add another, okay, and another one. Okay, so in this case I will press F, I will press E to have this. I will select this, up. And I will press O, remove this one, and I will press G, Z. So as you can see, I'm using a pen, so I have to go with my mouth and do this, because with the pen I cannot do this. So this is too bad, in fact. Okay, so I have this result. I will go in 3, select this one, press ES, maybe, let's try, because an inset will not give me the good result. I will press Alt, Shift S, and I will move this one. I will press E, no, it was not what I wanted, so press O, Alt, come back, Alt Shift S to make it round, SZ0, like this, and G, move this. Okay, so as you can see, I have a great result here. This is nice, because if I used the inset, maybe with the option of the inset, that's why I think having the option in the 3D view could be better, because just to show you, I will undo this. Yes, I have this. Okay, so if I select with 3 this one, I press I to have the inset, and in fact I will undo I. And I don't have in the status bar the options. The option are here. So as you can see, for me, this is bad to have the option horizontally, because if your view is too small, you cannot see it, and even here, if it's hidden, you will not see it. I would prefer to have the option in the 3D view and to edit it directly in the 3D view without having to call directly the F6 panel. So I have this, and now I have to go here and to make offset even, and in fact it was offset even, so this is not good. As you can see, yes, the offset is here. It's not, there is no option to keep the distance, the space between each point. So I will just press E, S, like this, and I will press Alt, Shift S, like this. Another time, SZ0, yep là, SZ0, like this, move like this. So, I have this result, I will press I, like this, Control R, like this, Alt, SZ0, I will press, normally it's maybe in edge, no, in select boundary, select loop, select boundary loop, no, pas boundary, not boundary loop, but select loop, loop inner region, okay, that was this one, and I will press X and face. I will press 2, Alt, I have too many, it's too difficult for me, all of this. I will press Shift S, cursor to selected, and one thing it's for me bad is if I want to place the origin, for example, I will just call the origin because I don't remember, set origin, here, and, set origin to 3D cursor, poof, you cannot, you have to go in, to be in object mode. Why? Why do we have to be in object mode? So I have to go exit and do the same, hop, 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 and now it's working, yeah! And now I have to come back in edit mode, and I will make a symmetrize, maybe in mesh, symmetrize, and in plus Z to minus Z. Okay, this time that works. So I will press 3, select this one, and let's try. Do we have grid fill? No, it's not grid fill. It's what is the name? Let me check. I will just select this bridge. Okay, so do we have a bridge in mesh? Let's search bridge. Normally, sorry. I will prefer to have a search directly without the options. Okay, and that works. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So, how to deal with this one now? And come back. I want this. How to deal with this one? I will add modifiers. So I will just select some. Sorry, there is my corgi is sources. So on this one, in fact, I will just maybe on this and this, I will add a bevel. Yes, a bevel to 1. I will add a bevel here, and I will be in this one, and I cannot see right now the result of the modifier, but this is this result. So I will disable this. I have this result, and now I will add another bevel. I will make it in angle. I will play with my angle like this, add some subdivisions, and do this. And as we can see, I will just call this one Control L and material. And as you can see, this is I have my object. It's nice. I can add one subdivision, or maybe 3 or maybe more, but I have my object. I have to go in object, smooth shading, and maybe activate the auto smooth. And I have my modifiers and everything. I can hide it and remove it and edit it. And for me, this is really important to have the perfect result. And I will just hide this one. I will add the subdivisions, yep, like this, 2. And this is how we must work, because having something editable is always the good. It's always what we want to do. Is always what we need to do, because making hard with Control B, it's in my opinion not the good workflow. So okay, I will press Shift this one. And same, the Shift H to hide everything should not work in the other view. That should be in this view. And I hope they will make something like this. So I will just select 3, this face. I will activate this one. I will press Shift D, Z, like this, P by selection. And that's it. So now I will just make extrude, go in front view. I have to go here and select this to place it. And I will make my search. And yes, I will prefer to have only the search, not all of this, because there is here and not here, and the search is not the best part. Youpla, I have this. I will make remove this one, and that's it. I will press E, and I will move this one, and I will make the spin. Maybe with Shift R. No. Youpla. Poof, poof, poof. And in this one, I will make minus. Like this, and I will press E. Okay, so now I have my result. I will just youpla, come here, hide the wireframe. I will Alt H, like this, select this one, Control L, material. Oula, what did I do? G? Okay. Ah no, it was like that. Okay, my bad. Control L, material. And on this one, I have nothing. I have to go in youpla, object, smooth shading. Maybe I applied the wireframe. Yes, my bad. I will undo. Okay. So I will remove this one, I will add another in mode angle, and I will play with the angle to have only the result here. Maybe I can add another one. Yep, same angle, move this one, and move this one and play with the angle. And as you can see, using modifier is always the best. Material. And that's it, I have my object. It's pretty nice. If I want to close this one, for example, I just have to make a poke. So face, poke face. And that's it. This is nice. So I will hide everything. It was difficult. Honestly, that was really difficult. I should maybe, where is my center? So I will press Shift H, select this face, Shift S, cursor to selected, go in object mode. I don't remember the origin. Set origin, up, and to throw the cursor. Okay, so as you can see, this is a lot of this is a waste of time, because imagine on 279 I did something like this: select origin, that's it. Okay, that's it. Select origin like this, and in fact I have some other options: origin to selection, origin to cursor, geometry to origin, etc., etc., etc. Same for the cursor. So if I put this here, cursor to selected, I select this one, cursor, my cursor is placed. Okay, simple. Select this one, cursor, origin, and that's it, my origin is placed. So as you can see, this is faster. So let's try to I will just move this. I will make it like this. So working with add-on is always faster than having everything in the UI to go in different places to activate some parts. For example, to add bevel shadow, bevel edges in the, and in fact I have some bevel edges here. So I will just press 2, select, and remove the bevel edges. Up. I don't know if it will work on this selection. Let's try. Up, transform, move. yes, this one work on the selection, so this is nice. And I will press Alt-H, and I will hide the overlays, and that's it. So, 2.8 is much better than previously, than 2.79, but as you can see on my modeling, there is a lot of part we can make in one click instead of 2, 3, 4, 5 to make everything. And it could be nice to, for example, in the bevel, if we go in weight mode, we can add a button to pick the edges we want, or the loops we want in edge mode. Why not? It's a possibility. We could have edge vertex group instead of the vertex group. Not edge vertex group, but edge groups instead of vertex group. In fact, we need both, because that could be really nice to do like I did here with SpeedFlow, to be able to change some parts and some other parts like this. So this is really, with SpeedFlow, this is the only possibility we have to make this kind of process and to make it as easy as that. But on Blender without add-ons, we have too many things to do to do what we want. What can I say more? As you can see, I struggle a lot on normal modeling without add-ons. Everything is splashed everywhere. The quick menu will be really welcome, because, for example, if I want to add this in the quick menu, click, I have it in the quick menu. If I want to add this one in the quick menu, poof, I have this in the quick menu. But I don't have this one, I cannot add this this one in the quick menu. So let's hope they will allow us to do that. And same, we can add this to the quick menu, and we can have it here. So let's hope we will be able to first have a quick menu editor, and to be able to do whatever we want, to add whatever we want, etc., to make a custom menu as we want, and that could be really nice. And the quick menu is really nice too, because it works on different views. As you can see, I can take this one and add it to the quick menu, and I will have add new collection. And this is really nice. I have a different quick menu here, and I have a different quick menu in edit mode. In edit mode, I can go here, select this, and add it to quick menu, select this. For example, I need a lot of this one, add it to quick menu. No, not that. Yes, and I have everything I added in the quick menu. So this is really welcome. So thanks to the dev that added it. And it could be nice to have the same with pie menus, to have quick pie menus instead of quick menus. I love pie menus, for me it's faster. But having both could be really nice. What else? I haven't used this one on this video because I only have polygon, but this is really nice. They added another one in the overlays. Ornament to hide, for example, if we have, come back, if we add a camera, etc. G, and if we press disable this, the camera will be hidden, but as you can see, not everything, so I hope they will fix it, but I think they will fix it, obviously. I have this one, I press G, as you can see I have it here, but it's not visible. But this one is really nice. For example, I have my lamp, I can make it unselectable, and now I will not be able to select it. As you can see, I cannot select it. So I really like it, and I can hide it if I want. One thing I would like to, but maybe with the ornament that should be okay. It was in fact keep the light on, but hide it. But with the ornament, I have this result. but maybe add an option directly here, view, select, and keep, view and keep it with, activated in the 3D view. That can be nice, but we will see. And as you can see, working with Eevee or LookDev is really nice. I really like it. I love it, in fact. It's really nice. And I think I will work only like this. And one thing I would like is, as you can see here in this one, we have some rotation. We can make a rotation. In fact, this is the same, and we can activate this one. And we have, in fact, the I think there is a bug. No. Yes, I wanted to change the rotation, but on the world of Eevee, and that could be nice to have the option rotation on the Eevee, because right now in the Eevee we have nothing. We cannot make a rotation of the view. We have to go in the this one. We have to move it. Yes, press Shift, vector mapping, add it to quick menu, quick favori, and let's try. Yes, up. I could have activated Control T, but it's not working on this build. Not you. And texture coordinate. Yes. And I will make generated. And normally I will be able to rotate it, but it's really slow. But it's working. And I'm here. And that's it. Maybe because I have this one. Yes. So that's it. One thing I have on Maya, and I would love to have in Blender, is the ability to lock object to the perspective. In Maya, there is something really nice, is the ability. Imagine you make. I will do it. I have this one. I will move this one here. I will duplicate it to have another one here. And I can, in Maya, select both, select my perspective and parent it. And like this, when I turn my view in Maya, those one follows the view. And like this, I have my my light always as I want. Imagine you have a 3-point lighting, for example, with a back lighting here, this one. Like this, a key and a fill. I don't see my my object. Where is the other? Okay, a key and a fill. The fill, for example, here. The key here. Maybe move it here. And the thing is, with on Maya, you can, when you turn the camera, that will follow, and you will always have the lighting correct. It's really useful when we work on hair to always have the back light that will make that will illuminate our object, and to see the backlight directly on the object, even if we turn the object. And this is something we cannot do in Blender, and I would love to have it available. That could be really nice. Surtout on Eevee, that could be really perfect, in fact. So if Dave look at this video, you know what to do. So, I will stop here. This was difficult because I always work with my menu, with everything I need in edit mode, up here, in object mode, here, with my modifiers, with my add-ons, speed flow, speed cult, lazy-ref, etc. And it's nice to know how work Blender without any add-ons. it's always nice. You need to know Blender without add-ons. And as you can see, this is possible. You can work with Blender, but I think there is some possibilities with quick menus, etc., to make everything faster. And the strength of Blender is modifiers and speed. And with my pie menu, I'm really fast. And without, it's really difficult. And I can see people making tutorials, etc., using nothing, using zero add-ons, and they are slow, and this is honestly a pain for me to look the video, because instead of making something in 5 seconds, they make it in 3-4 minutes. And they don't use modifiers like dbevel, and why? It's really it's powerful. It's perfect modifiers. Use modifiers. Use everything you have to make it fast, to make your workflow fast. It's really important. And this is the strength of Blender. We need to improve it. We need to make it better, faster, stronger. And we can, since it's Blender 2.8. So why not? Why not try to make everything as fast as possible? And I think in this video I showed some part that can be improved, and I hope some dev will see it. There is the new active tool. Some of them will be really nice. On this selection, on this one, I don't remember if I showed this in this video. For example, there is the active tool for the circle select, and if I press, as you can see, my circle select come and go, and because I release the button, and this is not in the right now in the Kmap. If I press C, I stay on C, and I prefer this workflow, because like this I can select my part, and I release, and that's gone. Same for the border. So in fact, in this border, I can just do this. I don't have to call it. It's this one is nice, but I don't know if I will succeed to work with those active tool, because you have to come to activate to be able to use it, and I prefer press G, move it, R, rotate it, instead of call this one, call this one, call this one, etc., etc. In fact, with this one, why put something so big before? It was really it was not so big. Why not make the option here? I don't know, but well, in fact, the top bar will be for all of this. For all of this, there is some active tools that who are really nice. This one, to make rotopology, is really nice. It can be at just one active tool can be the perfect tool for all the rotopologies. I made a video about this, and this is really nice. I think active tools are really great ideas. Beginners will like it. On some part, for example, you can add subdivisions without exiting, etc., etc. But I press Ctrl R. For me, it's the same. But for beginners, that will be really nice. This one is a roller. Is weird. In fact, all of this is not finished. I think it's Campbell who will. I'm not sure who will finish it, but I hope they will ask us to improve it, to test, and etc., to find the proper workflow, because all of these are modals, and modals are the strength of Blender. Modals are something I love, because on 279, when I call a modifier, I'm in a modal. If I do this, this is a modal, and in a modal I can do a lot of things with one key. And as you can see, I have all of this and all of this. And same, in the modal, since we are in the modal, having the keys in the 3D view is the best. It's not here. everything is here. If you make it clean like this, better in fact, because we have some limitation with the current BGL, but it's better. This is better than, for me, than I will press key, than this. Honestly, what is the more readable, this or this? For me, this is this. This is easier to read. This is Youpla. This one is really difficult. And imagine you have more than more keys than that. You will not see it. That's it. But here you see it, and this is simple and perfect. So with 2.8, imagine I will just eshap. When you press G in object mode, you have these great icons. So imagine everything here that will be better than this, and that could be, in my opinion, really nice. So Blender could be really great, and I hope they will listen to us about all of this. They listen to us for this. They listen to me for this, and I'm really happy for that. And we can continue to improve it, to make it better, and it will not be better than Maya. No need to say that. It can be better than Blender, and better for everyone, and that will make a lot of people will come on Blender, and more people, more fund, more dev, better Blender, etc., etc. So this is my opinion, and I hope we will continue like this even after 2.8, because right now devs listen to us, and this is really nice. We can have something much better, and I hope we will continue like this with DevTalk, right click select, the forums, Pablo's video, etc., etc. So I hope we will continue like this and make it better. Not better than other software, but better for us to have something we will work with ease, and take some pleasure on this. I know if pleasure is the good the good word, to make something better and easier and funnier, etc., etc. So I will stop this. I hope you liked this video, and don't hesitate to comment on the comment, and see you later. Bye.